Alright, this right here is my greenhouse. The initial plan was to use a greenhouse as a place to grow vegetables year-round, even through the winter. But that's changed. It's never worked out. Well, we do keep these hot peppers in here through the winter, and they, they'll live for years like that. But that's not a lot of nutrition, hot peppers. But what's happened is we've started to take cuttings off of trees and seeds and start them in here for perennial things. These are actually jelly palms. All these little grass things, they need to be weeded. But those jelly palms, I got this off of a tree that was about 30 feet tall. As the fruit falls off, and it's delicious edible fruit. Tastes kind of like pineapple. Some people say it's a cross between a pineapple and a Japanese plum. But the fruit, as it falls, it lands in the bark of the tree, if that's what you'd call it, and it'll root there. And so I saw this tree on a man's property, asked him if I could pull the little things out of the bark, and he said yeah, and I pulled a whole bunch of them out and put them in pots. And I think these will probably gonna have to stay here about 2 years before I can put them in the ground. Otherwise I'll be walking on them, running over them with my trimmer machine. But I want to put these all through the woods where people don't know, and have some going up and down the driveway, because these trees, actually, I found them on the internet. If you get a good 20-footer, it costs $10,000 for the tree. And I don't know if that includes planting it or just the tree itself. But anyways, over here, this looks dead, and it may be, but this looked the same way, and you can see it's coming up. That's pineapple tops, and I don't buy pineapples because I can't afford it, but people throw their vegetable peelings and stuff in my compost pile, and if I find a pineapple top, then I always save it and put it. And here's some that I got out of my compost pile at the beginning of the year. They could have fruited this year, but by next year they will for sure. So we've got, I don't know how many are alive, but there's about 8 of them in here, and they'll all probably make fruit next year, at least half of them. So I'll get at least 4 free pineapples. Now over here, this is a native species of violet. They just take off, but you got to have a wet spot, and I've got plenty of that. And these have really spread out. I'm thinking I'll be able to get them to take over my backyard. And the leaves are a green. It's delicious. Could be just a salad. Kind of tastes like okra leaf. But if you wanted a salad, and in the entire system that we live under, it was broke, and there was no longer any tractor trailer rigs hauling vegetables cross country, you could just go out and get a salad anytime you wanted it. And that's what we plan on doing. So everything that's in here is going to eventually be transplanted out into the woods. In fact, these are fig trees. I've got 2 different varieties of fig trees down here. Oh well, part of our permaculture if I live long enough to see it, and I think I will. I'm only 48. It shouldn't take but about 10 years for this to be really self-sufficient. We'll see.